Okay, I'll go to the YouTube and see when we come up.
Okay.
Still nothing as yet. Last week it was really, really quick. Okay, I think we are live now.
Fantastic. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fabulous bling party. Nate and I are very excited because, as always, we have really brought it with some quality bling, and we have some fun things for you all tonight. We've got some Russian lacquer, a beautiful Victorian brooch, some of my mom's pottery, a stunning bracelet, and lots of other fantastic pieces coming this evening. So thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us this evening. We'll start off with some hellos, but first, a welcome to Nate coming in from New Zealand, who's with us every week. Nate, we are so happy that you can do this with us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. My absolute favorite day of the week. It is Sunday afternoon here, and I am wrapped up warm because it is brutally cold today. I know that's hard for you to get your head around.
While I was sweating and just, I felt like I had been in a wet washing machine or shower by the time that I got outside this morning and started doing estate sales. I mean, in like 4 seconds in, I was like, okay, I'm already over this. It's so warm. The humidity was nuts.
Yeah. Could you just cover for me for a few moments?
Sure.
I think I've got a little bit of an issue. I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, no problem, Nate.
Thanks.
So yes, the humidity today was really rough, but I went to some interesting estate sales, and I can't wait to share with you guys what I found. I didn't really find anything for our jewelry sales, but I did get some things for my sales with Vinny. We do an industrial sale. We haven't had time to do one of those in a while because he's been traveling and I've been busy, but I think come like October, we'll get back on our regular schedule. But I did get some fantastic things. And the guy that was owner of the first estate, he was a train collector, and his house was enormous. So they had a big house with multiple levels and rooms, very mid-century 1960s, 70s wood paneled house. And then on the outside of the house, they had a huge pool with another building, and that outbuilding, which was basically the pool house, was his train room, and it was enormous. It was wild. So we went to his estate, and I got some really good books that I think you guys are going to love. One of them is zoology. It's so cool. And the other estate sale we went to was done by a company from St. Augustine, so they're not normally here, which was cool because the lady that owned or ran that estate sale, I actually knew from one of my favorite antique malls in St. Augustine, so it was cool to see her and catch up. But the guy that lived there, he was a NASA scientist and studied mushrooms. So there was all kinds of mushroom-related things there. In fact, one of the things that was on the sale table, Jeffrey picked up, and we both immediately wanted to put it down because it looked dried and shriveled up like a baby's umbilical cord. And we were like, what is this? And the lady came by and she's like, oh yes, this is a rare species of mushroom or something. And we're like, okay. So that was a really interesting estate sale, but I did end up getting some fabulous ties from that estate sale. One of them is from the Greenbrier Hotel. Now, I don't know if you guys know about the Greenbrier Hotel. It's very famous. The lady that designed all of the interiors for the Greenbrier, it was special because she was like one of the first woman interior designers that got a big sort of project, like a hotel or something like that. Because traditionally, men had come in and done that kind of thing. So there's a really cool history with the designer behind the Greenbrier Hotel. So I'm honored now to have a tie from the Greenbrier and some other beautiful silk things. So that's kind of fun. I'm going to kick off with some hellos because I do see you all in the chat. I was waiting for Nate, but I will say hello to Kim, who is here as well. Welcome in, Kim, and Angela. And speaking of Angela, I am wearing a fabulous pendant. I'm going to show it up close to you guys. Angela surprised me with this, and I don't know where she found it, but it's amazing. It is a piece of rutile that literally matches my ring. It's so gorgeous. It's sterling bezel set. And I'm going to take it off so I can show you guys just a little bit about it, because this is just the coolest gift. Angela really killed it when she found this. This is a beautiful piece of golden rutile. But what I told Angela is really special about this that you don't often see in pieces is it's growing out of a piece of hematite right there. So that's kind of like the fool's gold material, and it's like starbursting out of that. You can really see it. And then it also has little bits of lodolite in it, or like a fairy garden quartz type material, because this is quartz. So it's got a lot going for it, and it's really chock-a-block full of rutile, which is kind of the way I like my rutile pieces, like you can see in my ring. There's some pieces that are a little bit more like whispers, golden hairs, and they're pretty too. But I love when they have those big, like thick clusters of rutile. So Angela, great find on the necklace, and it is beautifully cabbed and bezel set. It's just stunning. So I am so excited to wear this today for the first time. I've been looking honestly for the right chain for it, and I don't think I found the exact chain. I have a few really nice sterling chains, but they're a little bit too short. So I'm on the hunt for something for this. But I think right now this works really well. So thank you, Angela, for that gift. It's wonderful. And let's see, we've got Deb tuning in. Welcome in, Deb. Glad to have you here tonight. And Denise is here. Welcome in, Denise. Hello, Amy. Welcome in. Raven is here. Welcome in. Welcome in. We've got Rosemary popping in. Hello, Rosemary. Good to have you. Typical crazing. Great question. So yes, Nate is in New Zealand, and he sends all of his items directly to me. And I have storage here, and I keep the items, and then we bring them to the sale, and we talk about them before I bring them. So they're all here, and that is great because I'm able to give you guys a fabulous rate on shipping, so you don't have to pay anything from New Zealand. So you're just paying from Florida, where I'm located, and it's one shipping cost if you get something from both of us, because we're able to then combine the order. So it's fantastic. Thank you, Amy. You know I love brutalism. My heart definitely loves the Brutalist jewelry. So this is what Nate calls my pickup stick brooch. It's Trifari. I thought it kind of went with the strands of the rutile, so that's kind of why I picked it out, but it's beautiful. So it's a Trifari Brutalist pen that I really like. Let's see. My blazer is thrifted. I got this from the thrift shop, and it fit perfectly, and I love it. It is Turnberry. I don't know if that's a good brand or not, but it feels quality. And I'm loving that at the moment with my green hat, which is actually just needs to be adjusted a tad. Let's see. Who else?
Sorry about that.
That's
Katie.
okay.
I did have. Okay, and now I've got a phone call. I'm so sorry. I'll be back shortly. Sorry.
That's okay. Things happen. We're all human. It's totally all right. Let's see. Raven McCall is here. Welcome in, Raven. Glad to have you. And Greg tuning in. Welcome in, Greg. Greetings. Valerie is here. Welcome in, Valerie. Debbie K is here. Yes, I got Angela into the Brutalist brooches. She really likes them too. So we have some, and I have a Brutalist piece coming tonight that I think you'll really love. Hey, Debbie K, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Glad to have you all here. Sharon Spencer is here. Val is here. Amy, I thought of you today. Oh my goodness, at this estate sale, the guy that had trains, you would have loved it. He had hundreds of maps and ephemera and postcards and all kinds of things. And I told Angela, because she's visited the Union Station Hotel in Missouri with me, and that's one of my favorite places on the entire planet. And I ended up finding a Union Station postcard at an estate sale last week, which is a duplicate of one I have. So I'm going to send that to Angela. And then today, wouldn't you know, I find, of course, at the train estate sale, you'll find Union Station stuff. It kind of fits. But I found a Union Station, like 1940s pennant that's small. So I picked that up for myself, which is very cool.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm probably going to get another phone call shortly. I have had a senior moment, and I just realized that my grocery delivery, I didn't choose delivery. I chose pickup.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to organize this grocery delivery. I'm so sorry. I'm here. I will have to run off if my phone rings again. And I do see Angela say, yep, Nate has a landline. Yes, I do. I do have a landline.
I still remember our house phone number from when I was a kid, but I haven't had a landline in years.
This is the phone number we had as children. This is the
Really?
number that we were taught when we were little kids.
Oh, that's funny.
It's been my home phone number forever, so it is a bit weird.
My phone number has changed forever. I remember being in a store. This was not too long ago. Nate, I don't know if I got a chance to tell you this. I was in a store returning something, and the song 8675309 Hey Jenny Jenny came on, and I said something to the lady, and it was the meme. You guys have probably seen it. Now I can't say it probably right, but I said, oh yeah, Jenny was just Stacy's mom or something, and I can't remember what the meme was, and the lady just stared at me like I was just spouting off a random phone number, and she looked at me and she goes, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have a rewards program here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, clearly I don't know what era you're from, or what, maybe this isn't your country, but clearly you don't understand what I was just making a joke about. And so I just never mind. It's okay.
Val still has one. Denise still has one. Raven still has her one as well. Yeah. And I will always remember that number. Have we said hellos to people? I'm so sorry. I've just completely discombobulated the whole thing now.
That's okay. I started saying some hellos, but we can kick it back off with Larry.
Larry, hey buddy. Welcome in, Larry. So good to see you, man. Thanks for coming.
Welcome in, Larry. I'm so glad you got one of my mom's pottery pieces last week. She was so thrilled that you guys are still enjoying all of her pieces. I know she worked really, really hard on this one this week, so I'm excited to bring it to you. Christy is here as well.
Hi, Christy, Nicole Garza. Welcome in, and Typical Crazing. Is that a new name? Typical Crazing?
I believe a new name. Hey. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Typical Crazing. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. Karen is here as well from Prairie Stone Collectibles. Welcome in, Karen. Lovely to see you too. And Kim from Desert Gal Curios.
Welcome in. This is what it is. What if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl and her number was 8675309?
Wow.
I love that. Let's see here. Hannah Webb is tuning in. Welcome in, Hannah.
Welcome in, Hannah. Lovely to see you. Monica as well. Lovely to see you too.
Welcome in, Monica. Patricia with Sean. Glad to have you in the chat tonight. Welcome in.
Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you. And Valerie. Valerie and I have been seeing each other all day. I'm sure people are going to start to talk. Lovely to see you, Val. And Lynn Fogel as well. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you.
Hi, Lynn. Welcome in. Yes, Denise, the necklace is awesome. I love it so much. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Angela's saying she got the necklace from Starbright Collectibles. So you guys can go check them out. Oh, yes, Angela, I have not forgotten. This is very, very important business. I received my first artist trading card, which is a really, really big deal. Angela has done some amazing artist trading cards and sent to some of you guys that are in the craft group in the community. and I've always admired them, and I got my very first one. So right now I have it propped up in my closet. I recently got some new Art Deco dressers. My closet is looking like the most fabulous haberdashery. In fact, the other day I just kind of sprawled out on the floor in there because I was admiring it so much. But the artist trading card is in there next to where this necklace is, and I want to get it custom framed. And I saw today that at Hobby Lobby you could get little tiny frames. So I think I've got just the perfect place for it to go. So thank you, Angela. I will definitely share a picture of it.
Nice. And Greg as well. Hey, Greg, nice to see you, buddy. And Heather, welcome in, Heather. Nice to see you too.
Hi, Greg and Heather. Noreen Hoffman, welcome in, Noreen.
Hi, Noreen. Thanks for joining us.
And Nettie is here.
Nettie.
Welcome in, Nettie.
Hi, Nettie. Sharon Sue, you look, Katie, you look ready for St. Patrick's Day. You do.
I do. I didn't think about St. Patrick's Day when I was putting together this outfit, but you know what? It does sort of fit the vibe. So we're feeling lucky today. Julie S. is here. Welcome in, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Long time no see. Nice to see you. And Susan as well.
Hi, Susan. Yes, Greg, you would have totally loved the estate sale. And let me show you a quick picture. Nate, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to see this, but this was the guy's train room, part of it. It was like a paneled out building, kind of like a pool house. And this whole thing was trains. And
Wow.
he custom built. And if you look up close, you can see that he even like put cracks like you would find from actual ground. Like this was so elaborate. It was just unreal. So that was very cool to see.
Very cool.
Jenny Mack is here. Welcome in. And Susan Romy.
Susan, hi. Jenny, hi, Jenny. Welcome in. Yeah, Val still has hers. Yep.
One
job. I couldn't believe it. I've had a couple of quite catastrophic memory fails this week. The girls know that I had a bit of a meltdown over a memory, out of a memory fart that I had this week.
Well, I'll tell you, technology, when it doesn't work, can be very, very overwhelming. I remember when my computer like shut down and I was just so afraid that I had lost everything on it. Thankfully, iCloud exists and things do back up to the cloud. But then, you sit there in panic thinking, oh my gosh, when was the last time I backed this thing up? Do I ever back it up? And everything that you normally do, you have suddenly forgotten and you were in sheer panic mode. So I know the feeling, Nate.
Yep. So just a simple 4-digit number that I forgot sent me into 2 days of major anxiety attack and a lot of money and having my phone factory reset. It wasn't very much fun. Barbara, lovely to see you, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
And also Dan Farias is here as well. Hey, buddy, nice to see you.
And Joe, welcome in, Joe. Glad to have you here. Jenny says that her name is Jenny, so she gave her number once when she didn't want to gave that number when she didn't want to give out her number. That's hilarious. I did when I was a kid. I tried to call it. Of course, I think a lot of people did, and that number is like permanently disconnected or something from the phone company. They won't let you call it. But of course, we all tried to prank call it as a kid, and I so remember this distinctly. Because we were at a hotel for something, a bunch of us, and we didn't know that if you use the hotel phones, like it was charging you back in the day. So we were prank calling people, just being kids, being silly. And of course, we were dialing the 867-5309, trying to call it, and a bunch of other stuff. And then when my mom checked out of the hotel, she's like, why are all these phone charges on here? And apparently we had racked up a bill of phone charges from the prank calling.
Oh no.
But we didn't know. We were just, young kids at probably Disney or something, but that was fun. Let's see who else. Dan Ferris is here. Welcome in, Dan. I think we said hello to you.
Amy says, every time I see the coat tray over your shoulder, over your right shoulder, I think of Colonel Sanders. Oh,
Oh,
the
it does.
I am white.
Yes, he does sort of have a Colonel Sanders look. He's from 1920. He's like the soda jerk, I think is what they call him, but he's fun. Bug, welcome in, Bug.
Welcome in, Bug. Nice to see you. And Truly Alien is here. Hey, Alien. Nice to see you, buddy.
Oh, nice to see you, Truly Alien. And Larry says he received Mom's beautiful pottery creation today, and it was like Christmas. Beautiful package. Love the gift box with the bow. Oh, Larry, I'm so glad you got that. That's wonderful. Nice. Let's see. Chassie's here. Welcome in, Chassie. The party is here.
Hi, Chaz. Raven said, my surge protector died and I freaked as it's time for my hubby to do his classes and he's computer illiterate. Yeah, I mean, it did freak me out a little bit, to be honest, quite a bit. And it was just this realization about how much just forgetting a 4-digit number actually uprooted my life for several days. Just crazy.
Oh, yes. That prank calling, you could call up and say, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it. Yeah, that or the Prince Albert. My grandma said they used to do that. They'd call a number and, they'd ask if they had Prince Albert. Well, you better go let him out of the can. Which is fun.
Well, should we start with a giveaway?
Yes, and tonight we have my brain today from being outside has just melted with the heat here in Florida. I'm sorry, we have 3 mystery giveaways tonight. So you don't know what you're going to get, but that's the fun of it. You're going to get a fabulous mystery piece of bling. It will be coming to you free of shipping. Nate, how can everybody win? Hi, Lisa.
Okay. So you don't need to. Hi, Elisa, straight in from New York. Nice to see you. You don't need to intend to purchase anything to enter our giveaways. They're our gift to you. It is, I'll give you a number range. It could be the high number or the low number of the range. Please guess as many times as you like, but one number at a time. The number range for the first giveaway is between... let me find it. Is between 20 and 50. That's 20 and 50. Good luck.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've never heard the Simpsons one, Chassis, but that's very funny. I can imagine Jacob doing that. Oh, the numbers are now coming in. Now, I don't know this number.
Oh, okay.
This is a secret. That is okay. We have made it extra secret. There is clearly no cheating here in the giveaways. So Nate is going to send me the number so I can, look for it. Okay.
Okay. I've just sent you the number now.
Let's see.
Oh, okay. I've seen the number. I'll message you as to who I see.
And I do see the same person, I think. Oh, wait, you sent me the number. Of course, I see the same number. Yes. What is the number?
The number's 37, and it goes to Amy Wilcox. Congratulations, Amy.
Congratulations, Amy. That is headed your way. You are getting one of our mystery giveaways. Yay. Very exciting.
I'm saying hello to Rosemary. Rosemary Jolly. Hi, Rosemary. Nice to see you. I'm sorry if I've missed you. Jacqueline as well from Heirloom Vintage. Jacqueline. I had a bit of a rough start to the sale, so I'm sorry if I missed you in a hello. And anyone in the Lurkers Lounge as well, hello to you.
Well, yes. Welcome to everybody in the Lurkers Lounge. I know we always forget to say that. But I am so glad all of you guys are hanging out with us, whether you're watching on the big screen or you're crafting or getting dinner ready or whatever you're doing while you're watching us. We appreciate you choosing us for your Saturday evening. And I wanted to just mention that I don't think Poodle is able to join us tonight, but she does send kind regards and hopes that Helen doesn't completely take over the alleyway tonight, but we do need some help running the alleyway. Let's see who else is here. Monica is here. Welcome in, Monica, and Debbie K. If I missed you, welcome in too. Helen says she's enjoying some salsa and chips. Ooh, that sounds very good. I made just a very, very, very quick dinner tonight of frozen meatballs with spaghetti. But of course, I always have to doctor up the sauce. I know, Nate, you're not a big pasta guy, but when I get sauce, I cannot for the life of me just use jarred sauce. It like kills something inside of me, so I have to doctor it up with all my little things. So I have to say it came out quite well. I was very happy about that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not a great fan of pasta, but when I would make pasta, I wouldn't use pasta sauce. Lena Ray, my Cherokee Rose. It's been a long time, Lena. Nice to see you. Welcome in.
Lurkers Lounge is serving drinks in Nate-shaped glasses. That's very good. Okay, we're going to jump right on into the sale because we do have some goodies for you guys tonight. But a little bit of housekeeping first for all of our new friends in the chat. I know for all of our oldies but goodies, you guys have been here a while and you already know the drill. But this is for our friends that are maybe just tuning in for the first time. So if you claim an item from either Nate or me, do send the following information to my email. That's Katie@katiescreations1.com. I need a couple of pieces of information from you. That's your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, and PayPal email. If you don't send that information, either whether you win a giveaway or you purchase something from the live sale, I have no way of contacting you to get you an invoice or the item that you claimed. So please do that. That's a big help for all of us. All the items that you are seeing on screen tonight are shipping from Florida. So even though Nate's in New Zealand, his stock is with me. So we're able to give you a fantastic rate through Pirate Ship. With the lag, and I say this every week because the lag is rough. I wish I could fix it for all of you guys. Unfortunately, I can't, but there's a couple of things you can do to combat the lag and make sure that throughout the sale that you're going to go ahead and just refresh the chat so that you are up to date with the feed that maybe is just coming all the way back out of the stream and coming back in, or hitting the little gear icon and speeding up your playback speed, just so you're catching up to date with the feed. Also, another thing you can do is go ahead and toggle on out of top chat. I don't know why that exists on YouTube, but make sure that if you are on a computer that you are in live chat, and if you're on a cellular device that you are on all messages. I know it laughs every time I say, I don't know why top chat exists. I don't know why it exists. It's useless, but we want to make sure we toggle on out of that. Okay, and then also when bidding on items, of course, you often see yourself first because you are up closest to your own internet. So Angela will be putting in the start and stop tonight for us. So she'll be putting in the start price of the item. You guys will have some time to bid on the item and look over the item. And then when I countered the item down, she will put in the sold, and then Angela will let us know who wins that. We have to go by who Angela sees. Otherwise, I can't keep it as fair for everybody. So we're trusting Angela with all of the winners tonight. Also, all bids that you make are a true bid, and you can't outbid yourself. We do not do just in case on this sale. Okay, I think I have covered just about everything under the sun in the kitchen sink, so we're now ready to go ahead and jump into the sale here. Okay, let's see.
Hi, Perla.
Hi, Perla. Welcome in. Glad to have you guys. Okay, let's get started with a really, really fabulous brooch. We're going to kick things off strong with a little bit of pink and red Aurora Borealis. Angela, this brooch is starting off at $28 in the chat, and it measures 2 3/4 inches in size. And I will let Nate tell you all about this one. I really like this brooch.
I love this. Is a lovely little one. So obviously post 1958 because of the Aurora Borealis. I this the grouping of the small stones together like this was something that Juliana did quite often, and I thought for a moment that this could be a Juliana piece, but after not much examination, I knew that it wasn't. It didn't have the quality for a Juliana piece, but nevertheless, it is extremely pretty, and they do almost look like bunches of grapes. Someone said grapes in the chat. Nice, really nice quality. Aurora Borealis stones, and again, it could be worn horizontally or vertically. And see, that looks very pretty on the brown.
It does, and I think it kind of looks like a shooting star when you wear it this way. So I really like that bit of whimsy and dimensionality that you get from this brooch, especially when you get those small kind of floral AB sprays. They're just really, really effective. I don't
It's
believe
giving me real fireworks when it's actually on its side like that.
now this brooch is really interesting because we've got another brooch coming up in the sale that has the same thing. One of the stones out of this whole brooch, you can see, has just the tip that glows, and then the other stone over here glows in patches. So I don't know how these were made, to be honest. They
Yeah.
are glass, but I have no earthly idea because it's just crazy to me that only the tip of one of the red stones glows with that cadmium orange. So I don't know what's going on, but I love this. I also think it's a great brooch on a lapel because it just is so effective. I mean, you can see it just, boom, it pops right out of your
particularly like
clothing.
it on the lapel in that orientation. Hi, Shannon. Nice to see you.
Hi, Shannon. Really good to see you. Oh, even on the green, you know,
Yeah, that looks
this is
fantastic on the green.
fabulous on the green. Look at it right there, just at the center. Oh, I love this brooch.
I
think
actually thought it looked particularly nice on the green velvet portion, the darker shiny
yes,
green. That
yeah.
looks really nice. That's popping.
It's kind of Christmassy as well, which I really like. But of course, Valentine's Day you could wear it for that. It has so much potential. So we're gonna get this on one of our vintage postcards, and this is a heartiest congratulations postcard. That is my favorite saying in the whole world on all these vintage postcards. I think we should bring it back. Heartiest congratulations. And we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. And I'll show you that those stones again.
Yeah,
This is
really
really
interesting.
cool.
And I don't know how we managed to get in this one sale 2 lots that have these particularly unusual glowing properties.
I don't know how, Nate, but they were meant to be together. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
These are sold, and that goes to Greg. Okay, thanks very much, Greg. I'm sure you're going to love that. Thanks, Valerie, for your bids as well. You're going to love that when it arrives, Greg.
Greg, congratulations. That's a really great brooch. Okay. Let's see.
Heather. Good night, Heather.
Heather.
I hope you sleep well. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Heather. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ring this brooch. I'm just going to start off with a bang, guys. Hi, Eclectic Deb. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Deb. I will check on that after the sale. You know what? I think it went to spam, but I just got it now. So thank you, Deb, for doing that because I couldn't find that information. So I appreciate you. I will work on that after the sale. Okay. This next brooch is 2 3/4 inches in size. And I think this is absolutely gorgeous. It is starting off at $28, which let me tell you is a bit of a steal for this. But it has a little bit of vintage wear, but it has a lot of life left in it. And I think that this clear brooch is
Ooh.
absolutely gorgeous. This moves, it actually dangles. So you can see that's a free moving piece, which I don't even know how they do. Because the workmanship on this is just out of this world.
Wow.
You got some nice
That's,
puddling. Look at that.
that is really interesting design and manufacture, how they've made that sort of bend and fold on itself.
I know.
That's really unusual. I think that's amazing.
I think it is too. I fell in love with this brooch when I saw it, and so I had to have it. And I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. The dangle is out of this world amazing. You've got the baguettes going along the outside, which makes that kind of swirly rope detail. And then you've got all of the little rounds. It really does look like something that's from Cartier, something that would have been diamond encrusted. It's such a cool brooch. It has a perfectly working safety clasp. There's the back. And I love that that pendant moves. I think that dangling teardrop is just everything in a bag of chips.
Wow.
And it's so elegant. And I saw several people pointing out for a wedding. And yes, I totally think this would be an excellent wedding brooch on your handbag, on your dress. My mom's been wearing a lot of V dresses, and she's been pinning brooches here recently, and they look so good. Of course, always on a hat, you got to have a little bit of dangle. And because this has this loop-de-loo right here, that's the technical term for this, I think you could definitely put a necklace through there and then wear this as just a really cool pendant. Or you could put a velvet ribbon around it, like a little velvet choker, because this would be great for that. So
hey, Amy B, nice to see you. And T at Nana's, welcome in, T at Nana's.
Welcome in. Glad to have you, T. Okay.
Where did this one come from? Was this from the yard sale? I can't remember you showing me this one.
So I've had this one for a little bit of time, but I did end up getting it from my buddy on the yard sale. So it's coming all the way from Kentucky, which is wonderful. Let me see. I've got to get the right postcard for this. And actually, I think it's going to be this postcard. This is a Best Christmas Wishes postcard from, let's see, 1911. This postcard is. And we're going to pop that right on the corner. And oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning, in my opinion, with the silver in the postcard. Oh, I love that so much. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. Look at the way the light is just reflecting off of that big teardrop. That is remarkable.
Serenity, nice to see you.
Hi, Serenity. Welcome in.
And Noel as well. Welcome in, Noel. Lovely to see you too.
Good to see you. Louie is doing very well, but I have to say that Louie did not want to go out today. It has been so warm that she went out on the porch where she normally sunbathes and was there for, I gave her probably like 4 seconds before she was scratching to come back inside. So she's just been sprawled out on the cold floor, enjoying life. Getting
Noel, congratulations. That's a nice pickup. So nice to see you again, Serenity. Lovely to see you.
Noel, so good to have you in the chat. And I am thrilled you're picking up that piece. Thank you to everybody else that was bidding on that as well. That is gorgeous. I love that clear brooch. It's so good. Okay. This
Okay.
is the twin to the other brooch that Nate had, where it
With
has
a
that really
strange
amazing
flower.
stone.
Yeah.
This is starting off at $34 in the chat, and it measures 3 inches in size.
This is a great size. It has very gentle wear, just acceptable vintage wear to it. Still in very good condition. I don't often see these opaque, bright yellow rhinestones. They are incredibly bright yellow, and they all glow. Katie will give us a.
Yep. They all glow,
They all
but
have.
you see the one, Nate?
That one of them, just half of it glows insanely, and the
Yep.
other half has the same soft glow as the rest of them. We don't know how that works, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. See, the others have, let me see if I can turn this light around for a second so you can see. So the others have this really soft glow. And then do you see this one? It only glows halfway.
Yeah.
Explain that. I don't, when you see it in person, if you have a black light and you end up getting this brooch, you have to test it because it's just wild. It's so cool.
And I thought this was a really interesting sort of autumnal tones for the rest of them. That sort of prasiolite, pale, sort of greeny clear, the topaz, that sort of lovely topazy brown. But yeah, these yellow opaque rhinestones I don't come across very often. Like
no,
that.
because I think yellow, Nate, was harder to make in glass, and you just don't see a ton of it in vintage jewelry. So whenever you get yellow, especially this like electric neon yellow, it is just amazing. And these are all cabochoned, these great yellow stones. The rest are faceted, but I love this brooch. And I would say for my pretty massive brooch collection, I have maybe 2 brooches out of the 20 drawers that are full that are yellow, because I just do not find the yellow. So I love this. This is one too, Nate, that I think would be really good at the collar because it's kind of long, and I think that is so pretty, like that with the jacket.
Really interesting.
Sure, I can, Monica. I got this on Amazon. So, excuse me while I try to pronounce the brand because it's probably from China. It is in. Oh, I am such a ditz. Okay, I'm trying to read this and it's the silly model number. Wow. This is called Dark Dawn. That's the brand of this. And it's one of those UV lights that's not normal. So there are certain black lights that can reach. I don't know what the technical science is of this, but it reaches like a deeper UV.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Nate knows what I'm talking about. This is one of those, and so it's rechargeable, which I love. So it has the little port that you can charge, and then it has the clip, and then it's really bright, and the charge lasts a super duper long time. So I love this. And then you can change also, you can change the beam on it.
That's what it is. It's either 365 or 395 wavelength or something.
Yes, the wavelength.
And I think one of them is really common, and that most of the black lights that you see around is one of them, but there's definitely a different spectrum that the other one gets into.
Yes, that's right. So this will pick up more. So what you can normally pick up on a black light, this will actually show more. So if something doesn't glow with a normal black light, it may glow with this one. And I think it was on sale for like $12. It's not very expensive, very good black light. Okay. It does sound like a punk rock band, I'm not gonna lie. But this is gorgeous, and I particularly love it on the white bag because I think the yellow is just so cheery even though it has those autumnal colors. I love it. And these are like a really, really light kind of buttery yellow. They're super pretty. And then you've got the back with the fabulous little
That's
bits on the back. Our symphony of rivets.
I, you know, Monica, I just don't know. I know there's a difference. Maybe Joe knows the skinny with which one you should get. Or I did actually at one stage find a model that had both in one unit. So maybe try and look for that. That's what I would go for. I was lucky enough I got given one, and I figure that when it dies, I will try and get that model that has both.
Yeah, I think that would be good to have both, just so you can see the differences. Okay, I just had this postcard and I have no idea what I did with it because it was sitting right here, but I had a
Okay, Joe says the 365 picks up more. Thanks, Joe. The 365 picks up more.
I do too, Amy. I have the little keychain one, but it's not as good as this one. So I use the keychain as a preliminary test, and then I get home and do that. Okay, so this postcard is, well, it's just mailed at 2:30 in the afternoon from Ohio City. And I think it's gorgeous. It's kind of that Victoriana style that we love. And it says, accept this loving message from me. How very sweet. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in gorgeous yellow on that to match that postcard.
Okay, I don't think that's a pass. I don't think we've got any takers for that one. We can bring that one back at the end. Mine is big and I carry it in my big handbag. I tell you, my one's great, but do I remember to take it out with me when I go to auction viewings? I almost never remember to take it out. We'll bring that one back at the end, and if anyone's watching on a repeat and you're interested in that, contact Adara. Nice to see you.
Adara, how are you? Adara may be dog sitting for me soon, which would be wonderful. I might need her. I'm going to see Lady Gaga in concert with Jeffrey. That's his all-time favorite artist for his birthday. And she'll be coming to see Little Louie, which will be wonderful. Let's see. What do I have up next?
Okay. Larry says that the 365 picks up more cadmium plus uranium.
Cadmium. Oh, okay. That's really good to know. Okay. Speaking of black lights and glowing, I have a fabulous green brooch that just looks like ice. It is so amazing. The clarity of these stones, I'm telling you, it's like something from a ring at a high-end jewelry store. It's just that pretty. So this is 2 inches in size. It has a japanned back, and it is starting off at $38. Oh, Adara's struggling with a mini dachshund. Oh, no. So this is this brooch, and it is
beautiful colors that are, that's stunning.
That is gorgeous. And I love the facets on the stone because they look so real. Is this what you would consider, Nate, a cushion cut that's turned on its end?
Yeah, that's a cushion cut. That is beautiful. Oh, my landline strikes again. Sorry.
That's okay. So get ready, guys, for the glow. This one lights up like crazy. The center stone is, I mean, you can see it's like headlights on a highway. It's just amazing. Let me turn my light around so you guys can hopefully see. I mean, it's so neon that I'm not even sure. It's just like probably showing up crazy glow. It's a very beautiful peridot color. I'm going to show you it next to the color of my Yeti. cup, which is they call this key lime color. So anyway, just so you can see. But yeah, this has such a glow. It has all the open work on the back. I love the Japanning. I think that's gorgeous. And this sort of triangular style is beautiful with the blue. So this is a really, really amazing prong set piece. And I feel that this is a great bargain, honestly, for this brooch. It has sort of a gorgeous minty peridot green. There it
It's
is.
a spring palette. It's sort of so bright and cheerful, those beautiful pastels.
I think it is very, very bright and cheerful, but you know, I love it all year round. I think that it's just so icy and pretty and lovely. Very Indiana Jones. Okay, let's get this on one of our heartiest congratulations postcards. Love this one. And I love this brooch. And you can see how well that just looks with the postcard. It just pairs beautifully together. I love the little green. It's crazy how much that green stone, though, in the middle just lights up. I mean,
hi, Renee. Renee is okay. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
Welcome in, Renee. Welcome in. Yeah, this does. This will blind everyone. They will know that you are coming, and people will notice your outfit for sure when you have this. We'll check it out also on the hat, so you can see a little hat moment too. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this brooch. I don't know who made this, but it's definitely one of the better manufacturers because you can see just how clear and beautiful the facets are on the glass and these rhinestones. Just stunning. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. This is gorgeous, guys.
Oh, it's beautiful. Such a lovely palette.
It really is. And to see the cushion cuts, because I see a lot of brooches with, you see the teardrops occasionally, lots of rounds, but never so much the cushion cuts.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal.
Rosemary. Nice buy, Rosemary. That's a lovely piece.
Grab Rosemary. That's a really good brooch. Really stunning. Okay, so let me get you down for that. Let's see. Okay. You're going to be very happy with that, Rosemary. Okay. Oh my gosh. This next brooch, hold on to your pants, your hats, your socks, whatever you got that might come flying off. Because this one, Nate has had for a while, and let me tell you, it's going to just knock you back. It's incredible.
Yeah, there's two. Yeah, this one and the next one are two that I have not wanted to part with for a long, long time. They're from a lot that I had to really fight to get. So I had to really pay up for these two particular pieces, especially the second one. But this is wild. It's big. What was the dimension on that? Because I didn't make a note of it.
That's okay. It's 2.5 inches in size, and it starts at $65.
Yeah, it's 60. I know, which sounds like a lot, but this is one of those ones where it would be well over 100 in a retail setting. The quality of the stones it's just spectacular. And look at that construction. So you've got this very flat back to these glass rhinestones and these heavily faceted, it's not even a checkerboard. I'm not even sure what you would call that sort of facet.
I don't know either, but it's like crazy good.
This could use some tiny, gentle cleaning with a Q-tip.
Q-tip or toothbrush just to
Yeah.
get around here where there's just a little bit of dust. It's not wear, it's just a little bit of dust. I didn't want to go in and totally scrub it down. So if you guys want me to, I can do that. But I always like to leave it up to the buyer because I don't want to mess it up in any way.
Yeah. So we err on the side of caution, but this is constructed in such an interesting fashion that the facets on the larger rhinestones are insane. I don't know what you would even call them. Did we get any glow on those orange stones?
So there's a little bit of glow here, 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 and here, but nothing on these big pear drops. But these are all glass. I mean, this brooch is hefty. This is really, really nice. And then you've got all of this work on the side that becomes part of the design, which I just love. And then you get all of the checker. Oh my word. I'm telling you guys, this thing is just fabulously gorgeous.
Absolutely exceptional. It's nothing. I've never seen anything like this particular one. The size of these stones, the quality of the stones, the glass is just so amazing. Jeannie's here. How lovely to see you, Jeannie.
Welcome in. Yeah, this is the queen of brooches. Well, this one and the other piece Nate has tonight, but Nate has had this for a better part of, I'd say, 2 years.
Probably 2
because
years.
this brooch was in what I call the Tiffany boxes that Nate sent me some jewelry in, and I've had them for a while. And anytime I see one of the Tiffany boxes, I know that Tiffany color boxes, they're one of the very best that Nate has. And I keep pulling this one out, and I'm like, Nate, we got to bring this. And Nate's like, not today. I don't know. I love it too much. And I'm like, okay, it's really good. No worries. But finally today, Nate said, I want to sell the blue brooch and the brown one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're getting the light. They're getting to see and be shown to the world. So I was so excited.
I'm perhaps we should have cleaned this up. I'm not sure. But this is a lovely brooch. I understand that it is a little bit more expensive, but this is when we really try and go out there and get the absolute best quality for the sales.
Yeah, and wherever it was, it just it was well loved. So it just has a little dust to it, but that's nothing that cannot be cleaned or changed. Let's see, what do I want to put this on? Well, let's put it on this Thanksgiving greetings postcard because it's very autumnal and very beautiful. I love that the back is smooth and then the top is faceted. So it's really quite the detail on this piece. It kind of is shaped to me like an Italian tile that you would see. I just love it. Let's start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 11, 9. Wait a minute.
11, 10.
That's all right. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Absolutely stunning. All glass. Again, just a little dust. Nothing that can't be completely cleaned.
Okay, I think we've got to pass on that one too, which is cool. We'll bring it back and show it at the end. Nope. Oh no, I spoke too soon.
We have a bit of a lag tonight, guys. So
there is a serious lag out there. And Pam as well is here. Pam, how lovely to see you.
Hi, Pam. Welcome into the chat.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you for your bid too, Noel. You were going to love it. Would you like Katie to do a delicate earbud clean on that? Or would you like to do that yourself? Some people might like to actually do it themselves.
That's why I didn't do it, because I've had a few pieces with verdigris in the past, and normally I would clean it, but the people that bought it wanted to clean it themselves. So I started kind of pulling back a little bit on that. And letting people decide what they want to do,
which I think is a good idea.
Yeah.
But fantastic. Thank you so much. You're going to love it. She'll clean it. Good on you.
Okay, that's
It
good.
is honestly, it is absolutely beautiful, Pam. It is so unusual. You're going to absolutely love it. It's such quality.
Yes, it is. Gorgeous. Okay, it is time for a true sparkler. This one I just adore. My mom picked this out in Denver with Eliza, brother, um, my brother's girlfriend, and so the stuff that my mom brought from Denver was like top tier.
Yeah, yeah.
And this one
Is
is
this the star one? Hold on a sec. Is this the star? Okay. You honestly, Eliza and your mum did so well in Denver. They really did well. And this is another one that is such a showstopper. I'm so envious over this piece.
I know Nate loved it when I showed it to him. This might have been one of your favorite ones that I got in Denver through my mom, but this is going to start at $48. And you'll see why in a moment because the colors are just gorgeous. I wanted to bring the pieces from Denver right away because I was so excited about them. And this has got the most lovely shade of canary yellow, this light blue, this beautiful mint green. You've got your aquas in there, which you don't often see the aquas with the lighter blues. And then you get the fuchsia pinks, the light pinks, the oranges. And yes, as you could have guessed, this brooch does glow. So I don't know if it's going to show up, but the stones on the outside are a very, very pale lilac. And they glow this very light uranium green.
Yep.
As you can see. And then some of the outer stones glow as well. So this one's amazing. I cannot confirm that this is Juliana because I couldn't find it in the book, but it's definitely one of the better jewelry manufacturers of the day. You can see all the puddling on the back where they've lovingly soldered each individual piece together. You get some of the open work on those beautiful glass stones. The V back and the Aurora Borealis indicates that this is 1960s. It definitely has that 60s color palette. And it is just so cheery and absolutely wonderful, this brooch. And I must say, I am shocked that I am not keeping this one. I am really shocked.
I love it. The color palette is just so beautiful, and it's like Patrick. It is such a Patrick starfish.
It is a Patrick starfish.
It's like a blinged out Patrick.
Yeah,
it is such an interesting color palette, so pleasing, and it would go on any of those pastel colors. If you had like a cardigan or something in any of those colors, it would just look amazing. Oh, what was the start, says Angela?
This is starting at $48. And honestly, I think that is an amazing deal.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
You know, I just think the colors in this, the aquas, the blues, the pinks. Oh, it's just so delicious. This brooch actually reminds me of jelly beans, which makes me want to eat it. Nate and I talk about that all the time, how some jewelry just has that effect.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely lovely. So I think that this is great. And yes, it is a little more springy, but who's to say that you can't wear it in fall or winter or any of the other times that you want to bring a little cheer to yourself? So I think that this will brighten up the drab days of winter. And we're going to get this on one of our Easter postcards with these beautiful little chickens.
Oh, what's the size? Rosemary's asking the size on this one.
The size is, let me just do a quick remeasure, but I do believe, yes, it's 3 inches. So it's actually a pretty good size. Here's the palm of my hand, and you can see it in there. The design's very different. Very, very different. So I love that. Okay. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Oh,
2,
yes.
1, and bid end. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
black.
the black is everything with this brooch.
It's lovely.
Yeah. It is. It's gorgeous, guys. Just gorgeous. Absolutely.
Hi, Renee Morricone. Renee
Oh,
Morricone,
Renee.
welcome in. Looks like what they call fruit salad. Yeah,
It is.
I often hear it referred to as tutti frutti, but I've heard the fruit salad reference as well. Welcome in, Renee. It's lovely to have you here.
Welcome in,
Oh,
Renee.
and Serenity got that nice pickup.
Excellent, Serenity. You're gonna adore that when you get it in
Oh,
person.
good on you, Monica.
Oh,
Monica
yay,
just
Monica.
both backlights. Good on you.
You will love the black lights. They are great. Yay, I'm glad you like it, Serenity. That is a really, really pretty brooch.
Pretty pretty, yeah.
Okay. Now,
Now, this
this
next
next
one is I feel like again I need to apologize. This is going to be more expensive. I paid up for this particular lot because this was our efforts of making sure we bring the absolute best we possibly can. It's not big. I know it starts at 75,
it's about
but
2 inches in size, Nate, so it's not small.
when you see this, and I've referred to this as the sugarloaf because in gemstones there is a type of cut which is a cabochon which is exceptionally high, and that's what's often referred to as a sugarloaf cut, and this is like a sugar loaf, surrounded by these this beautiful pale blue, surrounded by these beautifully clear baguettes and then rounds. It sticks up about an inch
Yeah.
itself.
It's got some serious dimension, guys. See that right there? Oh, I love it.
Thank you, Jenny. I have had this one even longer. I have not. I've never wanted to sell this. And when we were picking out brooches, and I said, "Oh, let's do that big brown one," and then I said, "Oh, look, can you see the sugarloaf in there?" And Katie's going, "Yeah, I can see it here. I can see it." And I said, "Let's do it. Let's do it." So
And I was shocked because Nate has had this just as long as the brown, beautiful amber brooch with the cut stones, and has said, "No, no, 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 I can't give
no.
this."
And it looks just beautiful, and it just has that quiet, chic, regal sort of beauty. I know, Greg. So it's really nicely constructed. Did the Queen miss their brooch? It
I know,
does.
Sharon,
It
right?
seriously looks like a proper serious jewel. It's showing beautifully as well, Katie. It really is.
I'm glad the dimension showed well because when I was photographing it, I kid you not, Nate, I probably spent a good 45 minutes trying to get the right photo for that particular piece because I rearranged the brooches and rearranged, and I'm like, this is just not showing up. But I'm really glad that it is. I'm going to get this on a greeting from. Oh, it just says a greeting from, and then it has a person's name, but a beautiful vintage postcard that was mailed at 6 p.m. on May 25th. And I'm going to hold on to this brooch. It's something that reminds me of like Marilyn Monroe or any of the old Hollywood stars from the red carpet. I could just totally see wearing this with just such
Monica, now you say that, I totally see it. Reminds me of an old tail light on a cool vintage car.
Yeah.
I would never have thought about that, but now you say it, I totally see that.
I was just going to say there's a guy I follow. His account is called, I think, Old Light Collector. And he collects vintage tail lights and taxi cab lights and all kinds of cool stuff. And it just looks exactly like something off of one of those beautiful Cadillacs, like in the 50s.
Yeah.
I love it.
Next
Hi,
vintage
Nick.
Max. Hey,
Welcome,
buddy. Nice to
buddy.
see you. Well, I honestly, I'll be sad to see this go, but I sort of felt like it was time to put it back out there in the world. And
Yeah.
it is a beautiful piece. It really is a beautiful piece.
And I don't know that you'll ever see another one of these. I mean, I would like to think there's more in the world, but the likelihood probably is pretty slim. Just, I mean, knowing the hundreds of brooches we've actually passed through our hands and never seen anything like this is amazing.
And
All
it's like
black as well.
anything, even sort of remotely like this. It is just so different. Karen Lord, it's nice to see you.
Hi, Karen Lord.
Let's do the countdown. Do the countdown. It could be a Chevy taillight from 58.
So cool. Let's start her 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And the back reminds me of a Reese's cup wrapper. I love the way the back is because you can see the quality there and how it sort of sticks up. It's just like crazy good. Oh, on a winter white coat, Mom, it would just be gorgeous.
Okay, and there's the sold. I think, Jenny, you may have just missed out. I'm sorry. To Noel. Thank you, everyone who was bidding on that. I honestly, I really appreciate all of your bids, and Katie knows because she has to deal with my anxiety with pricing brooches, and she knows how anxious I get with buying the sort of like the that top echelon, that having to really pay up for pieces. And I'm so grateful that you recognize like I do how amazing some of these pieces actually are. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Noel. Thanks, Renee.
Thank you, Noel, and everybody. Yes, I think that brooch is just killer. I know. Wouldn't it be nice to know who actually owned these pieces? I would love that, Debbie. Speaking of wanting to know the history, the next piece that I have is 2 inches in size, and it is one of our antique brooches. And I told you I didn't have any more because that was true until my mom was able to score one of these pieces for me in Denver. And this is a proper Art Nouveau sash brooch. It is gorgeous. It has this lovely, lovely purple cut faceted stone in the middle. And this is starting off at $45. And I think it's beautiful. It does have a little wear because, I mean, this guy's been around the block a bit. But I love that Art Nouveau design. I think that's what sets this apart from all the other sash brooches and things that you see. The leaves are kind of perfect for fall that we're about to go into. You get that winey colored purple that's just so lush and beautiful. Yeah. Bezel set as well. And then you get the back.
And that ancient finding, that absolutely ancient C clasp. Don't you? My sort of heart sings a little bit when I see those really old basic clasps on Victorian brooches. I sort of love it.
I love it too because I think it's so pretty, and it definitely kind of signifies that you've got some age to a piece, which is wonderful. And this is just so good at the collar. I mean, honestly, now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, why am I selling this? I love it.
Lovely saturation on that stone. Yeah, and it's also slightly smaller brooch as well. So it's not going to be as heavy as some of those other sash pins. Because as much as I love a lot of those Victorian sash pins, they sort of have to be on coats, you know?
Yeah, That is the big thing with the sash brooches is some of them, the pin backs are just so thick and they're so heavy that you can't wear them on a regular shirt. But this you totally can. I think that this is made out of, I'm seeing some questions about material. It has a kind of brassy finish to me. But Nate, I don't know specifically what this would be made out of. Do you have any guesses?
Oh, yeah, I think it's probably a base metal that's been given some sort of
Coating.
plating, like a like pinchback or something along those lines. I don't think it's a gold plating, but it's probably a plating of copper alloys. You can see that it's worn away, and
Yeah,
but
there's
a
some.
perfectly acceptable amount of vintage wear, but harder and harder to come by.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Honestly, we really are. We really do try. The amount of time we spend talking about pieces and yeah, the research, but we
And
love it.
learning and talking to dealers and just, holding brooches, looking at findings. I can't tell you how many times I've picked up a brooch and Nate and I have literally spent about 20, 30 minutes looking at the back, trying to dissect, okay, is this original? Did it, what do we think about this? And then doing other research on it. And I've learned a lot since I've started this, but of course, certainly don't know everything there is
No,
to know.
no. And again, we learn so much. The fact that we've learned that through getting European pieces, that the C clasp, basic C clasp, lived on for a lot longer in Europe than it did in the US. So you can get pieces with C clasps that are actually not as old as you would think, European ones.
Yeah, which is just so interesting. So this is what it looks like on an old photograph. I found one of these when I was out shopping with Vinny. This is from the 1800s, so it's a little bit past the time of maybe when this brooch was manufactured, but I love it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get it on this piece, which is fun. It's an Easter greetings postcard sent at 6:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And I think it's just gorgeous on this as well.
Oh, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Wendy
Hi,
says I sent
Wendy.
my info. I know Katie was trying to get in
Oh,
touch with you.
thanks,
Lovely.
Wendy.
Lovely to see you, Wendy. Hope you're doing well.
I hope you're feeling much better. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. Sometimes those stones have a little bit of a glow, but I don't remember it having glow, and it does not, but it is still absolutely fabulous. Look at that wine purpley color. It's just so beautiful. And then the Art Nouveau lines in that. Oh, I love this piece so much.
Oh, went swimming with the fam. That's fun.
Oh, that's fun. Nice way to beat the
Nice.
heat, too.
Yeah.
All
And that
right.
goes to Renee. Is okay. That's a nice pickup.
Renee, I am so glad you got that. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, Renee, I'm not sure that I have your information. If I do apologize. But if you wouldn't mind sending your details to my email so that I could get you an
Yep,
invoice.
she
that would
says
be
she
great.
will
Oh,
send.
perfect.
Maria Ramirez, welcome in, Maria. How lovely to see you.
Hi,
Yeah, thanks,
Maria.
Renee. Thanks, and thanks, Wendy. Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too, Wendy. Okay.
Now, my next one is a Victorian as well.
Oh, yes, but yours is a very different Victorian.
Very different.
Very different. So if you missed out on this one, we might have a fabulous brooch for you. And thank you, Angela, for putting my email in the chat as well. This next piece starts off at $42 in the chat, and this is really cool. I think, Nate, this would be a great dude brooch. It is 2 3/4 inches straight down. and it is about 1.5 inches across, just for your measurements.
I think this is highly unusual. Now, before you anyone puts any bid in, there is some minor tarnishing on this. There's a little bit of verdigris. There's one of the sort of springs at the bottom that has a little bit more verdigris, and there it is. There you can just see it, and there's a little bit of verdigris on the bottom rim. But this is beautiful, interesting manufacture. So that all of this really interesting filigree. Did we check if the stone glowed?
I did. This one
No.
shocked me because it did not glow under black light, and I just had such high hopes for this one.
So this, to me, the top section is very Paisley. It gives me this wild sort of Paisley. Do you know what I mean? Paisley vibe.
It does have a Paisley vibe with the tassel, which is so cool.
And the tassel. When I came across this one, this was another one that I didn't want to let go because I thought this is so unusual.
And the tassel, I think, is what sets this brooch apart from some of the other antique pieces you see, where they're more sash style. And I think that this kind of pinned on a bag would really make this a cool Western wear look. So if you wanted to go for that kind of fun line dancing outfit with your jean jacket and you want to put on some boots, add this to your bag or to your strap, or even heck, a bolo tie. You could add this and it would be a really neat effect. But of course, it goes great with your Victoriana pieces.
It's giving me quite a major sort of Turkish Ottoman sort of a vibe. Really unusual. Amanda Monroe.
Hi, Amanda.
And I don't know why, and I want to say your outfit's fire. Amanda likes her outfit. Yeah, doesn't she look smart? That's Katie.
Thank you, Amanda.
Welcome in, Amanda.
Welcome in. Really glad to have you here. Oh, that is a great pairing right here.
So, yeah.
I love that together.
So it's sort of Moorish to me. Paisley. I don't know. There's a lot going on here, but I just found it so unusual.
And
very
interesting.
A lot of movement. Great dude brooch.
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like a military medal as well, which is really neat. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Yeah.
It could well be an Etruscan revival. It is just so unusual.
Yeah, this is the first, and I've seen quite a few of these sash pins, so to speak, or early brooches. And this is the first one I've seen with the dangle, which is really interesting. It's such a great technical term.
Oh, happy birthday, Wendy.
Wendy, happy birthday.
Nice. That's nice. I hope you're all having a great time. There's the soul to Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny. You are going to love it. It is such an unusual piece. I've never seen anything really quite like that in a Victorian piece. Really unusual. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think you're going to really like that, Jenny. Okay, my next piece is just chef's kiss. In my opinion, I think it's gorgeous. I have had this now for some time because, well, quite frankly, I just wanted to look at it for a little while longer because I have an obsession with AB stones, but particularly when they're all just hanging out together, it's like ice and I'm kind of mesmerized. And then you add baguettes, and well, the whole bets are off as far as letting it go. But this actually is now coming to you, and this is not a brooch. This is a fabulous bracelet. So we're switching things up a little bit. Thank you, Wendy. I love this hat, this emerald green. It's beautiful. It's not vintage. It's by a company that I love called Bruno Capello. If you're looking for really nice, affordable hats that come in a million colors, this company is going to be your new best friend. Okay, so let me show you this bracelet. Nate, I haven't shown this to you, so I think that you might be a little stunned when you see it. It's
Oh,
I just dropped my ruler. It's 7 inches in size, and it is absolutely like a jewel on your wrist.
oh, wow.
I know. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, that is absolutely AB overload.
I know. It's just fabulous. It's all AB stones with these baguettes, and the middle baguettes, they're all this lovely gray color, the steel gray that picks up the blue. You've got the
Wow.
beautiful puddling on the back, and it has a perfectly working tongue and box clasp. The neat thing about this is you can always tell when you've got a vintage piece of jewelry that is incredibly well made, because they don't just put the clasp there, they make it part of the design so you can't tell that there's a clasp there. So it has an AB stone that sticks up,
And
and then they add
a
the
safety chain.
see it.
Another really good indication of quality is a safety chain. Really.
So this piece is starting off at $48. And I know that that's a little more expensive, but I also know that the quality is insane on this piece. So it is absolutely gorgeous. It is definitely one of the better manufacturers. We talk about the Weiss, Eisenberg type pieces, and I think that this is one of those.
I think you said it was
seven.
seven, which is it's a great length for a bracelet. Those baguettes are like mirrors.
They are.
They're like these mirrors just held up by all of these AB stones. That is so elegant.
In my opinion, I think it's just like wearing crystal ice on your arm. It is just beautiful. The bracelet itself is just smooth, and I'm not going to do the safety chain because it's harder for me to show that way, but just so you guys can see it. It's just as smooth as you could ever want the bracelet to be. That's the gorgeous part of puddling, is that it makes everything super smooth. So when you wear it, you're not getting your hair caught in it. Nothing's happening. It's just fabulous. And it's just we got to take it back for that paparazzi effect, because oh my, yeah, this this reminded me of like 1,000 little disco balls, and I was kind of obsessed with it.
Yeah, it is absolutely stunning.
Oh, it's just beautiful. I agree. You can't, and the thing with Aurora Borealis, the why I like it so much, I think, is not only do I like shiny things, I'm totally a magpie, but I love that AB stones pick up all these different colors, and I'm somebody that truly loves to wear a bunch of different colors, but I don't always have the right thing to go with the colors that I'm wearing. So I love that when you wear AB stones, they literally pick up any color under the sun. You get your blues, your purples, your pinks, your yellows, your little flash of orange as well in here. So you can wear this with just about anything, and it would go.
It looks like it feels beautiful on as well.
Oh,
That
like butter.
the puddling looks like it does. It would fit feel like butter. It looks beautiful.
And I have never tried on a very, very fancy watch outside of Breitling. But, I would imagine if you're going to, let's say, a Rolex store, and trying on a Rolex. I've seen the backs of like authentic Rolexes, and I don't know enough about them, but I can imagine slipping one of those on and the feeling, or a really good Tiffany bracelet. This, in my opinion, has that just feeling. It is so smooth, so lovely. Just, I mean, I was enamored with this when I picked it up.
It's sort of like this very understated and chic, but very showy. It's sort of like old money, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
It's something that timeless old money.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It kind of reminds me of something that, you know, you would get passed down in your family. Like Nate was saying, the whole old money thing, you know, where maybe your great grandmother would have had it, and then your grandmother, and then, you know, and you could see this being worn to these like elegant upper society New York balls. Yeah. I just think it's great.
Yeah,
So
it would be nice to bring some glamour back, you know.
yes. You know, I was just thinking about that today because Jeffrey and I were having a conversation on the way back from an estate sale about how he was feeling that suits were a little bit stuffy. And not that that's a bad thing at all to think that way. But there's something in me that I was explaining to Jeffrey. I love the glamour. I love the class. I love nothing wrong with like going to Walmart in your pajamas at 2 a.m. if that's what you want to do, but I just could never. And then I just love the whole, beautiful fabrics and the bling and all that. It's just, there's an elegance and a class that's missing.
I mean, sort of clothing was sort of tailored as
Yeah.
well. There was the sort of a chicness, and when people sort of dressed up to travel. I still remember that whole thing of dressing up to travel. But that looks just stunning.
It is. It is. Elegant is the word. Totally Audrey Hepburn. Oh, yes. Yes, a lot of crass instead of class. I like that, Angela, very much because I
welcome in, Lindsay Weiser. Lindsay, welcome in. It's lovely to have you here.
Lindsay's my neighbor friend from across the hall, and Jeffrey over there, and Mike. Hi guys, welcome in.
Hi, Lindsay. Is Lindsay the one that I met the other day?
Yes, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay. Lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you. Okay, guys, we're gonna count this stunner down. I am excited. This is just, I can't wait to see who gets this. Let's start the countdown. You can't even see where the clasp is. See, these quality bracelets, they really do a good job at just hiding that away with some fabulous bling. Okay, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, folks. Let me take it off so you can see it one more time in its full, beautiful state with all the puddling, shiny as can be on the back.
Oh, it looks stunning.
It's just like,
honestly, it just looks stunning.
I feel like I'm dripping in diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend or a guy's best friend. Okay.
There was some furious bidding, and I'm not surprised. And it goes to Noel. Congratulations.
Noel, thank you so much. You are going to love that when you get it in person. Oh my gosh, that's just fantastically wonderful.
Yeah. I must look out for more bracelets. The ones that I see are seldom as magnificent as anywhere near as magnificent as that. But yeah, just stunning.
It is stunning. So let us know if you guys are interested in more bracelets. I have one or two more pretty fabulous ones that I've been kind of squirreling away. So I can bring another bracelet next week if that is something that you guys are interested in. I think it's beautiful. Yes, the lag is so real.
But I think it's time for a giveaway anyway. So it's a great time to refresh your field. So the giveaways are open to everyone. You don't need to have purchased anything or intend to purchase anything throughout the sale. They're a gift to you. I'll give you a number range and ask you to guess the number. It could be the high number or the low number of the number range. Guess as many times as you would like. People are in for bracelets.
Okay, I'm bringing another bracelet next week.
Great. So yeah, guess as many times as you like. The number range for this giveaway is between 50 and 80. That's between 50 and 80. Good luck. Katie, I will send you the number now.
Okay, send it to me. Okay. Let's see about that.
Okay.
And I see the numbers already pouring in, guys.
Okay, we've just sent you that number, and I will start looking for it.
All right, I'm going to look too. Oh, I already see it, but we'll see if that's the first time that I see it. Nope, it isn't. That's the second time. Okay, let's see.
Oh, okay, I have seen it. I'm going to go back up to the top.
Yep. Double check to see that that's the same person.
Okay. Okay, I've just sent you a message.
Yep. What was the number?
So the number in question was number 59, and it goes to Renee is okay. Congratulations, Renee.
Renee, congratulations. You're getting that giveaway plus a really gorgeous antique brooch. So,
Suzette Bunting. Hi, Suzette Bunting. How lovely to see you. Nice to see you there.
Nice to have you in the chat. Wow.
Yeah.
Yay, Renee, you won a fabulous giveaway.
Congrats, Renee.
All right. So this next brooch, I literally have to tell you what I labeled it as on my sale paper because I think it's very funny when I was labeling this piece. And I do want to go ahead and get my ruler that just took a dive down here, but I'll have to use this.
Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Yeah, Suzette. Always lovely to see you.
Okay, so
this is Renee's third win this weekend.
Yay, Renee!
Good on
you,
Renee.
Go buy a lottery ticket. You are killing it. Okay, so I literally wrote down on my paper, brown lolly. That's what I've got.
That's what I've got on my one as well, but I can't now remember what the piece is.
So this is 2 inches in size. And this is starting off at $32. And the reason Nate and I have labeled it as such is because the stones look like little root beer candies that we so want to eat because they're just gorgeous.
Oh, this one, yeah. Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, nice to see you. I think Karen and Gaza went to a drive-in with the Grands. So I hope you had a great time.
Oh, Karen, that is so cool. I went to my first drive-in this past year, and we don't have a lot of them left, but that was one of the funnest experiences I've ever had. I love movies, and then getting to do the whole vintage retro thing just made me happy. So I'm glad. What movie did you see? Let's see. Okay, so back to this brooch.
So all of these marquees and pear shapes are all cabochon. So they have a smooth domed finish rather than a faceted finish. And now that I see the piece, I remember why we both wrote down brown lollies, because this is the type of brooch that we see where we both think, oh, they just look like sweets. They just look like sweets. The richness of that brownie root beer, you can see the flash of it when you hold it back there. It's just a beautiful quality, really beautiful quality. Now the faceted stones, hey Gaza, The faceted stones are reading. Oh, look at that. That is
Wow.
stunning.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, that's so
So,
beautiful.
so autumnal and lovely.
Now, the faceted stones are reading a sort of a pale golden sort of a brown.
Yes, they are. They are a lighter amber, and then these are sort of a light purpley brown. These marquees right here, and then you get the root beer ambers on those beautiful teardrops. So it's a really lovely piece.
And again, we both of us love it, finding pieces where they're different. We don't really often find a lot of cabochon stones, and especially when they're this sort of quality, the saturation, they look like garnets. They really look like garnets. It's quite stunning.
And when you get something mid-century, you can always tell it's mid-century because it's got what we call the Y back, this finding right here. But this is an even better Y back because it has a square rivet. Nothing against the round ones, but this is just a little bit better quality. You can tell someone put a lot of love into this brooch, and I think it's just gorgeous. Let's get this on a postcard because I really want it to pop. And hopefully you guys will be able to see that.
Jenny says, funny thing is, I went to see Beetlejuice about 10 times at a drive-in. The summer it came out because I was hot for a boy and he took me to the drive-in. Oh, that's cool.
That's funny, Jenny. I saw someone saying that you went to, I don't know if it was you, Jenny, but someone said they went to the drive-in on their boyfriend's motorcycle, which that's very cool.
Oh, I did see that. I saw my first IMAX movie, said Raven. It was cool. It was Kim. I went to a drive-in movie on my boyfriend's motorcycle. Wow, that's cool.
Wow. That's very cool. Yeah, we had a drive-in movie theater here, and unfortunately, they closed down. And that's a shame because they were doing movies like they would do summer blockbusters. I think it was $3 or $4 to get in. And they would do things like The Sandlot, great classic movies. And I really miss that because I think that was just a great thing for the community. So hopefully they'll bring stuff like that back. Okay, we're going to get this on our fall birthday greeting postcard from 1907. This postcard's from. And we will start the countdown on this, guys, at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
I saw something recently, and a guy went to this new type of movie theater, and I don't know what it actually is, but there was the chairs, and when you're watching the movie, this big floating screen, but everything else moved as well. There were images projected on every other wall, and they showed some clips from the Matrix and what the rest of the walls in the movie theater looked like when they were showing the Matrix. It looked absolutely incredible. Raven says 4G. Is that what it is? I was stunned when I saw this little snippet come up on my Instagram. Jenny's heard. Raven, is that what they call 4G movie? I don't know. I was stunned when I saw it. I really want to go and see a movie in those sort of in that situation. Thanks so much, Amy. You're going to love that. It is such a beautiful piece. Thanks, Amy.
You will love that, Amy. Yes, Nate, I saw a video of that. I don't know if it was from the same guy, but Dan Povenmire, the guy that does all the stuff for Phineas and Ferb and voices Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Perry the platypus. I think he also does the voice for him, but I could be wrong. Anyway, he always is sharing fun things like this, and I love that he showed that video because I'd never seen anything like that at the movies. And I was like, I totally want to go, but not maybe for the Matrix, but maybe something for like Jaws or, oh, it'd be great with, Jurassic Park, something like that, I think would be fun. There is a 4DX theater and
4DX. Maybe that's what it's called. I was just, I mean, I was so gobsmacked when I saw it on my feed. I don't even think I remembered to save the thing. Amy, night, Amy Wilcox. It's been so lovely seeing you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging with us.
So the 4DX technology, I don't know if it's the same as this, but there's a theater called a D-Box theater near us where it's a regular movie theater, your Cinemark, whatever, but you sit in the chair. And I accidentally bought a ticket to this one day, so I didn't know that it did this. And then I couldn't figure it out. And then I was like, oh, it's a special ticket that I bought by mistake. But you sit in the chair and it moves. So the whole time I was watching, Indiana Jones, and I was moving with the movie, and then the chair was like misting water at me. I was like, what is going on? My popcorn's got this water from the chair. And then it, like, when the horses were galloping, the chair was vibrating. I'm not sure that it was for me as far as watching a movie, but if you want that like live experience, well, you can get it.
Yeah, I'd like to give it a go, but I must admit I got ill on a 3D Avatar, on watching 3D Avatar. Yeah.
I don't do 3D. I do at theme parks. When you do the dark rides, I love that. But for a movie, because I wear glasses, you try to put the 3D on top of the glasses, and if you're doing it for longer than like a 6-minute ride, it makes me really sick. But I ran into someone at one of the theme parks that had clip-on 3D glasses that they make now for people with glasses. So I might have to look into that, but I wouldn't want to see a whole movie like that. It's just not very relaxing to me. Okay, let's see. What shall I bring next? Let's do this brooch. This is kind of a fun one. I love this little brooch because it is full of personality and rhinestones, and it's a bow tie brooch. It's starting off at, I can tell you that it's 2 inches in size, but it is starting off at $25 in the chat. And it is all black rhinestones with this gorgeous puddling. I have no idea what era this is from. My guess is probably the 1980s. But it's this sweet black bow tie that has such dimension to it. And then the puddling on the back is just lovely.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like loud noises at all. Jenny, I suffer dreadfully from loud, sudden noises. I spend my life jumping out of my skin when I'm in cafes and someone drops a plate or a glass or something. I'm that person that jumps.
It really depends what loud noise it is that I jump. I've noticed that if it's like someone dropping a platter, I don't seem to be bothered, but car backfiring sends me just like my anxiety can't handle that. So this brooch I think is so cool because I envisioned it when I purchased it. I thought it would be really cool as like a small little bow tie on a black and white outfit somehow. And then I thought, well, if it doesn't work scale wise, you could kind of wear it this way, or you could pin it. I don't have the right hair for this, but you could, I just put hair oil in my hair, so I've got a lot of shine, but you could pop this on a headband into your hair. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity to have fun with this, but particularly on a handbag, that is just so darling. It is so fun, and I love the black sparkly rhinestones, and just pretty much everything about this is just fabulous. So Nate, you think I should get it on a postcard, or does it look really awesome on the
It looks really charming on that. It looks very sweet. It really does look really sweet.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on the white white bag, Vanna White. We'll start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. Wendy, Aliens on a Plane. I've never seen that movie. I know the movie you're talking about, but I remember when I was like 7 years old, my dad got a little tiny tube TV and it had a VHS player, and we would drive 11 hours to visit my dad every summer. So dad got us kids hooked up in the back seat with this TV, and it was, like this, not big. It was the early 2000s, so there wasn't, giant TVs. And we'd prop it up on pillows and we'd run the little outlet cord that plugged into the cigarette lighter, like snaked it through the car basically to the front. And I remember the Christmas that my brother and I got headphone splitters, because then we didn't have to share the headphone. Like, we could actually have our own, and they came in this little wind up case, which I thought was just like, that to me was living in fancy lifestyle. Like, we had wind up headphones. Wow. But what I remember specifically about this car ride and that TV is that my dad let us watch Alien. I was like 7 or 8, and I'm not sure that maybe was the best movie, but I was not apparently freaked out, which is surprising because I tend to not like horror things, but I still remember Alien to this day. So anytime, I just had to share that.
Now that goes to Renee. Is okay. That's a great pickup, Renee. I think everyone should have a brooch with black rhinestones in their collections. Yeah, really, really cute brooch.
Yeah, you're going to love that, Renee. That is just on a hat. Yeah, totally so darling. I think that's very fun. Okay, Renee, you are grabbing that brooch. Awesome. I know, never spaghetti again after the alien. Yeah, I just remember the alien like bursting out of this girl's stomach, and I was sitting there with my brother in the back of the car, just like, oh, okay. And then my dad was really into history, so we were always watching like Civil War documentaries and things. And I remember Dad had a copy of Gods and Generals, and my brother and I, we thought it would be fun to see how long, because that movie is like famously long. It's like 6 hours long. And so we're like, okay, if we can put this movie on and watch it, then we know that we've at least traveled 6 hours and we've made it into the Carolinas. So it was really a great way to pass the time with this movie. But of course, as kids, when you're like 7 or 8 years old, Gods and Generals is very boring. Yeah. We're like, when is the fighting going to be over? I remember my brother saying that to me as we got into this gas station. Okay. Yeah, on a bag. Okay. Big round clear brooch is up next, which I love our description of this one because that pretty much sums it up. It is starting off at $32 in the chat, and it is 2 inches in size. And let's see. Oh, we also loved watching Harry Potter. We had Harry Potter, and I'm trying to think of the other movies that we have. But we had a lot of good movies. And then we got Bop It, the game. Nate, have you ever seen Bop It or know of Bop It?
Is it something that you that glows and makes funny noises, and you have to hit an orange tab if it shows an orange tab and you pass it to somebody? Is that what
kind of is? It's similar to that. So it tells you instructions, and you have to twist it, bop it, flick it, smash it, and do all these things very fast. And then it speaks to you, the machine, and then you have to pass it. And we played that in the car constantly. And between my stepmom, my brother, and me passing that around the car, I'm sure my dad probably was just like, I cannot wait for Bop It to go away. hours because it's a real challenge. You have to be fast, which I am not. So anyway, that was fun. This next brooch is starting off at $32, and it is absolutely gorgeous. My light that I use to show the clear brooches is a kind of has a yellow filter, so it shows the stones sometimes not as clear as they are. But I promise this is just like absolute ice.
These are really crystal. These are really icy crystal clear. And I thought this was really successful considering it's two circles, one of sort of cushion, rectangular cushions or emerald shapes, and then a circle of rounds. And again, it was just such a simple design that is so successful. It really is successful. It shows beautifully at that distance from the camera as well.
It really has that beautiful paparazzi effect. Let's get this on good old Betty. I love the cut of these glass stones, Nate. They're excellent. And the depth. This just has so much depth with the way they're layered those stones.
And they are layered, but I think it exaggerates the depth by the selection of the two different types of stones. I think it actually almost gives you a what do you call it? Almost an optical illusion that it is deeper than it actually is. It does have depth, but I just thought that this brooch delivers a huge amount with such a simple combination of stone sizes.
Yeah, I think it does. We're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards. And I have the postcard in mind. If I can just reach it over here. Okay, let's see.
It does look like it should be a Weiss or something like that. It's not marked, but it is really, really beautiful quality.
Yeah, it has that stunning quality. All right, where did this postcard go? Because it was in its home. I must have put it back in the wrong section by like one section. Oh. Well, we're going to get it on this postcard because I can't find the one that I'm thinking of, which Nate knows the one that I'm thinking of, probably.
Would it be the New York night sky?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go on that one, but I can't find it quickly enough. So
this to me is I'll just say this to me is absolute classic clear rhinestone. Again, one of those things that you should have in your collection.
You should.
I think this is a particularly nice example.
This would look really good in my paparazzi drawer, Nate.
No, it would.
It would. I love these rhinestone round brooches because they work great as glasses holders, or you can tie a scarf, which I actually did just get a couple of scarves at an estate sale because I wanted to model them for you with some of the brooches. And this brooch actually would be the perfect model, I think, for that. So very classy. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah, I think I like it better on this side.
Yeah. I don't think we have any takers for that one, which is fine. We will show it at the end. Oh, I think I may have spoken too soon.
Yep, I think we've got somebody for that piece.
There's Pam. Pam Avery's come in. Thank you, Pam. You are going to love it. It is absolutely beautiful quality rhinestones. As Katie, look, Angela's saying, Nate, just wait. She's going to give me a stern talking to later. I can feel it. You're going to love it. As Katie says, her lights give it a slight yellowish tinge, but they are just so icy clear. You're going to love it. Thanks so much, Pam.
Congrats, Pam. That is headed your way. Okay, let's see. let's do this piece here. Let's bring out some pottery that my mom made.
Oh, nice, nice.
This is earthen stoneware, and it is going to start off at $45. Now, for all of you guys that are new here, my mom does pottery, and she's an amazing potter. She is self-taught, of course, though she has a major in art as well as communications and English. So she has learned a lovely amount of things from all of her years in art school, and did some pottery there during that time as well. But she has really mastered the glazes on these earthen stoneware pieces. They are just beautiful. So this piece here is one of her vintage inspired jewelries. And we love these little dishes to put your rings, your earrings, your little bits and bobs. And this guy is special because he is Panda Pete. So we are introducing Panda Pete to the world.
Oh, that's adorable.
And he is playing his little bongos on a piece of simulated turquoise, but this is real stone. It's a dyed piece of halite, and it has its beautiful crystal clear pond. So he is floating and playing on a stage, and he has a special little addition, which I think is just fabulous. He has his stage lights back here, which is really a vintage clip-on earring. So he is just fabulous. And then you can put all of your little things around, kind of simulating the concert that's happening. So I have a bunch of these lovely little clip-on earrings, and actually I think they're just so adorable and beautiful that I am not willing to part with them. And I've always kind of wanted to have like a little dish. So now that my mom started making these, I kind of have a perfect little place to put these things. So I have a matching Panda Pete, but he doesn't match exactly. He's slightly different. My Panda Pete's playing the trumpet. This one is playing the bongos, and he's
That's
super
so
fun.
Oh, Virginia, I didn't see you earlier. I don't think.
Welcome.
Virginia, lovely to see you.
Welcome in. So yes, I think this is beautiful. Now my mom takes vintage marbles that she finds, and she crushes them up with a sledgehammer and puts them inside. And this piece turned out so well because anything that you fire in the kiln is kind of a wild card. You don't know what it's going to come out like. You know, you kind of have ideas of, well, I've used this glaze before, I've done this technique before, and I think it's going to be like this, but I don't know, right? Well, with this, when you put the crushed glass in, you never really know if it's going to completely melt a certain way or create a design a certain way. So this actually is probably will never happen again, as my mom says. The glass came right perfectly up to this edge. I don't know if you can see that, but that was just a sheer miracle of the kiln. And I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, like little bits of crushed ice. It's amazing. And then this black glaze, the earthen stoneware, which I love because you get the speckles that show through, unlike the porcelain pieces. And then all the vintage findings that my mom worked so hard to source for these pieces. So Panda Pete is quite special to me, and I hope you guys are enjoying him. And he's just so whimsical and wonderful. So this dish is 5 inches across. These make wonderful gifts by about 4 3/4. And this piece is signed by my mom right here, and then it will come with a custom note that my mom will write you, and it comes in a whole beautiful presentation box. So my mom works really, really hard on these, and I can tell you that they are just so wonderful when you get them in person. So if you've gotten a Julie from my mom, go ahead and say so in the chat, because I know that these are incredibly special to my mom. And you guys, I'm so glad are enjoying them. So I'm going to start the countdown on this guy. And I hope that he finds a home because he's just so precious. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bit, and I love his little face. Yeah, it is very anxiety ridden sometimes because you just don't know how the kiln load's going to turn out. And also there's a real scare because if you have something in the kiln load that somehow magically explodes, which is not magic at all, it actually can ruin all the other pieces in the kiln that you've worked so hard on. So I'm learning a lot through my mom how kind of, you're just sitting on the edge of your seat hoping that the load comes out. And then, when the kiln reaches a certain temperature and it's time for it to start cooling down, it doesn't cool down very fast. So it takes hours and hours where you're watching the numbers very slowly, like watching paint dry, cool off. So you almost have to wait a whole nother day for the kiln to cool. So I can still see my mom in her pottery studio in the garage. There's these little holes that are used for venting where you can sometimes look into the kiln, and I can see my mom like spying in like, oh, please come out. Okay, so anyway, I'm so glad you guys like this.
That goes to Serenity. Congratulations. And I see Sheila Putman is here. Hi, Sheila Putman.
Hi,
It's
Sheila.
been a long time. It's so nice to see you. I hope you and Sarah are doing well.
Oh, Serenity, I'm so glad that your mom is getting this piece. It will be a great Christmas gift since she loves drums. That's wonderful. Well, Panda Pete is coming home to you. My mom and I thank you so much for this. It really is exciting for me to see mom get to share this with the world because she's never sold any of her pieces before. So you guys are the first people to actually get some of her handiwork, and I'm so glad. So Serenity, thank you very, very much. Okay, we've got just a couple of pieces left before our last giveaway. And Nate, I am going to let you completely take this next little section over because I took a picture of this and I sent it to you, and then I put it back over here. So where did I set this down?
Oh, this is the Russian lacquer.
Oh, here we go. Nate has spent his life's work. I say that lovingly, Nate, because you really have spent so much time researching these fairy tales. It's amazing. So I'm going to let Nate tell you about this, but you are going to get the set for $42. So you're getting a brooch and a box paired together in a beautiful little arrangement.
So these are hand painted. These are legitimate hand painted Russian lacquer pieces. Now, I do like doing the research on the fairy tale. Sometimes it's not really easy to find the exact fairy tale, and I did a lot of hunting on this particular one. I don't know if Truly Alien Vintage is still here. And this box is shaped like a little book, which I think is absolutely adorable. It's got this sort of book finish. I figure these are figured out at about $26 for the box and $16 for the brooch, which I promise is great pricing. Now, I believe this is a tale which is referred to as the white duck. Geese, swans, and ducks come up through Russian fairy tales, but I think this is one called the white duck. And it's about a king who has to leave his new wife, the new queen, for a journey, and he warned her against leaving the queen's quarters, but she did leave the queen's quarters, and an envious witch lured her into a garden and turned her into a white duck, and herself taking the queen's own form. And I think that that's what this particular fairy tale is, this box, the fairy tale that this is showing. There's a lot of quests that she sort of needs to go on to get back her true form. So I think that's what this is particularly. It's charming. The Russian fairy tales are absolutely charming. And I think these are, is this that brooch is signed on the back? Is that a signed piece or an unsigned piece?
This is an unsigned piece, but it has a really interesting little finding there, because you usually see these slightly differently, but this one has a smaller hook, which I think is very cool. And I thought that it matched the box really well. The amount of detail work that goes into this is just wild to me.
And do be aware on bigger boxes, they're not all hand painted. Many of the bigger pieces have prints that have been glued down and lacquered over. So look out for that if you're a collector. I do think these are absolutely charming. And I know there are people in the chat who have said how expensive they see Russian lacquer pieces around, especially the boxes. Alien says the brooch is probably from the 1970s. There was a time when I had heard that only the good ones are signed. That's absolutely not the case, because I've seen ones that I don't feel are particularly good that are signed, and I've seen ones that I have felt were painted beautifully and they were unsigned. So that is a really good vintage age, not the 1970s.
It is. And this box is 3 inches in size by 1 inch by 2 inches. And it is shaped
Alien,
like a book.
I don't know if I got that fairy tale right or wrong on this particular one, because there's another fairy tale about the swan geese. They refer to the swan geese, and I thought it could have been that one, but those swans were apparently black, so I'm not sure. So we'll start the countdown on this.
This brooch here. Yes, we'll start the countdown on the Russian lacquer. Okay, here we go, guys. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Yeah, there are a few fairy tales about swans, yeah. But I don't think we have a taker on those. I hope we haven't. It could be the Tsar Sultan and the White Swan. I didn't find that one. I must look that one up. It looks like we have a pass on that one, which is cool. We'll show that at the end, or if you're watching on a replay, I'll look that one up, Alien. I didn't see that particular fairy tale.
Okay, I am going to bring 2 brooches, Nate, and if you don't mind, I kind of want to bring them back to back because I think they sort of belong together, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Okay. I have 2 kind of fun dude brooches. Now, of course, girls can rock these because I think anybody, no matter the gender, can rock a brooch. But I just think that if you're looking for a brooch and you're not quite into the whole rhinestone thing, and you want a little something more masculine, this is for you. But also, if you're a lady and you love Brutalist stuff, also for you. So this is really for everyone, is what I'm trying to say. But I think this is so cool. It is 3 inches in size, and this piece is signed. It's starting out at $25, and it is a Monet brooch, which Monet made a lot of really great costume jewelry. But look at this Brutalist piece. Isn't this funky and amazing? I love the texture on the Brutalist itself, the Brutalist piece. And then you've got that smooth metal that runs through the middle, which I just love. It kind of reminds me for some reason of sound waves. If sound waves were like put into a brooch, I think that this brooch would be it. And of course, you can see I'm wearing a Brutalist piece. So I really have an affinity for these things, and I think they're just wonderful. And I love how classic they look on a blazer, how elegant they can be dressed up or dressed down. They're really just such a fun brooch. Oh, yes, very Twilight Zone, Karen Lord. Yeah, I love it. You can totally see the... And these, this one, again, would lend itself really well at the collar with a blazer. I think it would be just fabulous. So I love the pieces that are this kind of Brutalist design because they have such movement and texture to them, but they're not necessarily rhinestone. So if you're not super into the blingy thing, this is just, I think, perfect for you.
That's striking. It's so interesting. I really like that.
Let's get this on a vintage postcard. And let's see. I'm gonna actually get this on a hand painted giant postcard of the Oxford Exchange in Tampa, because I think, you know, brutalism is great in architecture, and while this isn't a brutalist building, the theme sort of goes together. So we will go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. It's just so cool, this Brutalist brooch, and I'm actually shocked that it's coming to the sale, to be honest.
It's really interesting, and it does look like a sort of a stylized tree.
Yeah, it does look like a stylized Christmas tree. It's so cool. Oh, it'd be great as a tie bar, Sharon Sue. Okay, that is going to
Patricia.
Oh, I'm so glad, Patricia, that you picked that up, because I think it's just so
really
beautiful.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, now the other brooch that I wanted to bring. I am music and I write songs. Yes, this brooch is that. So the next brooch I wanted to bring.
Oh, Patricia wants you to send it to Greg.
Oh, that's such a Greg brooch.
That's sweet. That's lovely.
Yes, I can send to Greg. Absolutely. This next brooch is so fun and also just very mogul style, very starbursty, very different, not quite brutalist in style, but just cool. And if you like these types of brooches and you want something for the dude in your life that doesn't necessarily want total rhinestone bling, then this is for you. So this is 1 3/4 inches in size. It is all enameled. Now, I don't know that this is that old. I think probably it's from the 80s or 90s, but it's quality nonetheless. And I wanted to bring it along. It is starting off at $18, and it is for this really cool blue and gold starburst with a big red stone in the center. And this is what the back looks like. So you can see, I don't think it has just a ton of age, but on a lapel.
It looks like such a medal. That's insane.
Isn't this one so cool? Yeah. I really liked this brooch. I thought it was just really neat. And the way that they've layered, you know, kind of going around the different starbursts, it adds such kind of dimensionality to it. And the enamel's in just perfect condition. It is so, so cool. So this kind of looks like a military medallion or crest, or even at Christmas.
Or 4th of July, people are saying.
4th of July, little firework, little burst. Just fabulous little brooch. So yeah, it's very star spangled. So I do think this brooch is neat. So I wanted to bring it along. It is silver toned. Oh, there it is. We can see it a little bit better now on the white bag. And I just think it's different. I think it's very cool. You could definitely use this on a hat as well, because it's great for that, or a jean jacket. If you're going to someplace with a jean jacket and rhinestone cowgirl boots or cowboy boots, you could totally do that. Let me get this on a postcard. What was I thinking? Oh, yes, we need to get this on the 4th of July, just for fun. Yeah, let's get this on the 4th of July postcard so you guys can kind of see what that would look like here. Hi, Christy. Welcome in. So this
Raven, thanks for joining us, Raven. It's been lovely to see you. Sleep well. I hope you have a great week. I hope we see you next week.
The enameling is so lovely in this, and oftentimes when you find these enamel pieces, the enamel's kind of scratched or messed up in some way. So I just thought this was really different. And I wanted to bring it because I know we've got quite a few guys in the audience that absolutely all 4 guys wearing rhinestone brooches, but figured that maybe there was somebody that was like, I want something a little less rhinestoney. So here we go. Let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Nate, thanks for letting me run those 2 together. I thought they kind of worked well back to back.
No problem at all.
And
there's the sold.
And I think that is going to Larry Hunter.
Nice
Larry,
one.
Congratulations.
Nice pickup. It's such a striking piece.
Yeah, I think you're going to really like that. Okay. Excellent. Now, this next pair of brooches, I am speaking, Nate, on your behalf, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I kind of feel like these are inspired by our moderator, Angela, because she does love butterflies so much.
She does love a butterfly brooch. I asked her about her brooches the other day, and she said, "Oh yeah, put all my butterfly brooches together. I've got a lot of them." And she said, I thought she said she had 16. And I thought, yeah, that's a lot of butterfly brooches. No, she said she had 60.
60 butterfly brooches.
So that is a lot more butterfly brooches.
Well,
so this is just a really fun little lot of 2 brooches for one money. It's $22 for the lot. So there it's $11 a brooch. It's this really sweet butterfly, and you'll have to remind me who made the butterflies.
It's Sarah Coventry.
It's Sarah Coventry. And this wildly, insanely bright and cheerful, albeit plastic, 1960s flower.
Yeah.
Which I just crazy love. I'm not usually into plastic brooches. I know that there were times when they made plastic brooches because plastic was such a great material. I'm still looking for spiders for you, Suzette. I really am, and I'm not having a lot of luck.
Spiders are hard. Oh, look how wonderful that is. This is just off at $22, right, Nate?
Yeah, 22 for both pieces. I thought the Sarah Coventry butterfly is a little classic, and this is this incredibly fun pop of 70s color. I just thought it was so interesting, the plastic flower.
I liked it because it was so big, and it's such a fun little statement piece. There's the little gold tone butterfly. And this one is marked Sarah Cove, probably from the 1960s or 70s. It is 2 3/4 inches in size. The butterfly, that is. The flower, which is just magnificent, is almost 3 inches. And
that's
the plastic.
Solid 1960s. This is and this has actually survived in really nice condition as well.
I love the facets to the plastic as well. Like they made this really incredibly detailed, in my opinion. It's just really kind of fun. And, if you like fashion, you know what this reminded me too of, Nate? Speaking of the liking fashion, this reminds me of something Iris Apfel would have worn. She kind of wore these big statement, chunky pieces. Yeah. And her motto, which is my favorite thing in life ever, is she says, more is better, something about more is better and less is a bore. So basically always go over the top, which I love. So I think this is a fun little springy pair that you can wear together or separately. and we'll go ahead and start the countdown. I know, and then I kept sending Angela butterfly brooches. Blame it on me. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I think it might be more is more and less is a bore. That's what it is.
Is that what
But
it was?
yeah, I just love that. We'll keep looking, Susan.
I'll still keep on looking, Suzette. I know I had that really large spider, and my person who I was getting stuff off just completely ghosted me, and I don't use that dealer any longer, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
But I'll keep looking. That's a pass as well. I thought someone would like that flower. Actually, I thought that flower was really cool.
I did too, but we can bring it back at another time. Oh yeah, and Angela goes
10 giraffes.
10 giraffes. Yep. The giraffes ones. Okay, I kind of saved one of the sparkliest brooches that I have tonight for last. This is a brand I wasn't familiar with, and I had to reach out to my Canadian dealer who has dealt in a lot of fantastic brooches, and he gave me some information on this. Now, this is not from Canada, it's from New York, but this measures 2¼ inches in size. And this is AB. So for anyone that likes the AB stuff like I do, I think this is really fun and really great for a lapel. So this is starting off at $32.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
And it is a J-Cal original. It's spelled Jay space Kel. And the little backstory on J-Cal is that they were a New York-based manufacturer. They were known for their high-end costume jewelry during the 20th century, particularly though through the 40s, through the 60s. They were huge in fashion magazines, which is why I'm shocked I've never heard of this company before. They were in Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, and a lot of the pieces were made from sterling silver. Now, I cannot confirm that this is sterling silver because it doesn't have a mark, but there is the nameplate there, J-Cal Original. And I think the sparkle on this is really unusual because these AB stones that are the marquees are more of a kind of aqua-y turquoise than I've ever seen before. So they obviously must have used some sort of Austrian crystal or something in this because it's just crazy. So the start on this is $32. And
Wow.
I just think this is killer on a lapel. That little simple sparkly leaf with, a jacket and a hat, it just ties everything together. I think is so good for the winter and fall seasons. Nate, I knew you'd like this one because you love leaf brooches so much.
And the saturation of color of that blue AB is just insane.
It really is gorgeous. I think that we're at the point, Nate, where maybe some of our OG friends here might need a refresh. I have pinned so many pieces in them.
Yep.
But the sparkle is just really, really good on this. And this is a very sought after jewelry manufacturer. So if you're into vintage jewelry and you like the sign pieces like I do, you like to kind of add them to build up your really impressive jewelry collection, this would be one to have in your little fun repertoire of things. So I'm going to get this on our Greetings Old Chum. Love this from 1911. Little fabulous card. And oh, that's so pretty together. We'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, friends. Golly, the
That's,
sparkle in that's just fabulous.
that's just beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's a stunner. All right. Let's see who is going to get this one. Very exciting. And I think
Valerie, congratulations. What a great pickup.
Valerie, congratulations on that. Rosemary, thank you so much for your bids as well on that. It is a really beautiful piece. Okay, we've got one stunner left for the evening. And I love this because I discovered that this brooch, Nate, has a little bit of a story. Do you remember the story?
I don't know. What was the story?
Okay, so when Nate and I were picking out brooches for this week's sale, Nate pulled this out I pulled this out and showed it to Nate and said, "Oh, what about this Coro piece?" Now, here's the caveat to this. I think it's Coro, but that all plays into this really
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the back of this really cool star brooch, and I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. The maker's mark is kind of scratched out." And I thought, well, why would anyone do that? Well, then I looked closely, and right underneath what's scratched in the metal is high. So obviously, my mind creates this fabulous story that I can't confirm or deny to be true, but I think it is. Some kid was probably playing with their mom's brooch back in the 60s and decided that they were bored and scratched out the name of the company and then wrote high underneath. So if you want a little amazing little story, this brooch has it, and it I believe is Coro. From my loop, looks like
it's Coro.
Yeah.
But I thought this was charming, silver toned, and I love these sort of channel set baguettes. It's a $22 start. We so seldom see silver tone as opposed to gold tone, and I found this such a pleasing knot, like a knotted piece. It looks like the metal is actually woven. It's so interesting, and a really lovely, sophisticated clear and blue, as I say, channel set baguettes, rhinestones.
Yeah, I love this. And the star works again perfectly well for 4th of July, but it's just a very pleasing, great lapel brooch. And you can see some kid, I'm guessing, because what adult would do this, has scratched out the maker's mark. And then underneath, can you see the little HI? Yep, hi. Hi to whoever had this brooch. I love it. It's so cool. And the rope detail really is fun because it does form that star
Yeah.
inside. So I like that. Hi,
Oh,
Gary.
hey. Hi, sweetheart. How lovely to see you.
Welcome in. Okay, so we're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards from Wildwood, New Jersey, because, of course, we got the kid right here that scratched the name off of the brooch, and he's upset because he's bored with his sand pail, and he has now taken his mom's brooch off of her swimsuit and had a good time. Okay, let's start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17. Oh, great for Christmas with the ice blue and the star. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I really like this brooch. I like the simplicity of it, yet the elegance with a little bit of sparkle.
But I think we might be passing on that one as well, which is cool. There's a pass from Ange. We might do a really quick recap of anything that hasn't actually sold, and we'll bid you all a night. We know how late it is. We've got one more giveaway.
We do, and I have to show you this piece, guys. Again, just so you guys can see it, because I think that this needs to definitely go home with someone, because it's just that marvelous. This is starting out at $34 in the chat, and it is for this lovely yellow and amber piece that does glow. The yellow stones glow a light color, and then the neat thing is one of these stones, only half of it glows, which is crazy. I just don't know how that's possible, but
yeah, very
that kind of candy corn effect on that one. So this is starting off at 34. Don't see yellow a whole lot, do we, Nate?
Not so much, especially this opaque, bright opaque yellow. Very unusual.
I love this brooch. It's fabulous. So this is still available. Night, Larry Hunter.
Night, buddy. Nice to see you, Larry.
Nice to see you, Larry. If anyone is interested in that, we still have the Russian lacquer available. The beautiful star Coro piece with the fun little story. And then we have that big 1960s flower and Sarah Coventry butterfly that are a pair. So I believe those are still available if anybody was pondering and wished to take something home. But I think that's everything, Nate.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's do our last giveaway. I have the numbers, so I'm on the ready.
Okay, so you don't need to have purchased anything to enter the giveaways. They're our gift to you. Thank you, everyone who has spent your Saturday night with us.
Oh, yes, Serenity. You sure may.
Absolutely. We so appreciate you spending your time with us. We really do. So this is the last giveaway. It is, I'll give you a range of numbers. It could be the high or the low number in the range. Please guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. The number range for the last giveaway is between 70 and 100. That's between 70 and 100. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, friends. And this is for a mystery giveaway. You don't know what you're going to get, but it is going to be a fun little piece of bling. So we are looking forward to sending those out. I always have fun with the mystery giveaways. It's fun kind of to see what I can send the person if I know them. Let's see. I am now looking. Whoop. The chat jumps on me, Nate. Does it do that to you?
It does, yeah. I have seen the number.
Okay. Yep, I see it too.
Okay, I will send you a message right now.
Yes. What was the number, Nate?
So the number was 93, and the first 93 goes to Karen Gillette. Congratulations, Karen, and thanks everyone who is entering.
Congratulations, Karen. That mystery giveaway is headed to Canada, which is very exciting. So congratulations on that. And a big thank you to Karen, who is another expert moderator in the chat that helps us when Angela needs a little assistance. So Karen, thank you for that. And thank you. I sure will send to Jenny.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
And thank you to Angela, who is our moderator extraordinaire, who spends so much time with everybody here on YouTube, from coordinating craft sales to doing a calendar to making sure that, everybody has what they need, whether that's a link or sold. I mean, Angela's just amazing. She spends so much time with all of you guys on Saturday, going from sale to sale. And I just don't know how we do this without Angela. Nate and I have proven that we are so terrible at moderating our own sales. So thank you, Angela.
Yeah, we love Angela. We couldn't do it without Ange. Thanks, everyone. We have so enjoyed having you along. Thank you, Katie, for hosting me. I so appreciate all you do, all the heavy lifting you do, and I'm just sort of semi-ornamental here in the South Pacific. So I do appreciate you so much.
You are the personality and soul of the sale, and we need you.
Oh, dear.
Well, thank you guys, and I hope as always that you will save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.
Toodaloo, kangaroos.